I mean, could it be possible? Alright, a little bit later of a start than I otherwise would have liked. But today is December 28th of 2025. We're gonna be going these next 24 hours without any screen time. So no phones, no tablets, no computers. But we got a lot of stuff to do, and it's gonna be a pretty cool day, so come along for the ride. We gotta make the bed first. As you can see, I sleep on the floor. I'll make a whole like separate video on that because I have a lot of reasons as to why I do that. Been doing that for a while now, but yeah, that's gonna be a whole nother thing because I can go about that all day. Okay, bed is made now. You can see my cozy room is a lot bigger now because I refused to buy a bed. You guys know back in the day when you knew you had a field trip the next day and you're like all excited the night before and you struggled to sleep. Yeah, that was me yesterday. Anyway, today we're about to go get a workout in right now, and then later we are heading to a hotel along Lake Michigan, about an hour north of Chicago. It's literally right on the lakefront, and it's just gonna be me. Pretty fun stuff, so I'm pretty excited for it all. And the whole purpose behind the day is kind of like a little reset slash reflection slash love letter to the year 2025. So just kind of unplugging from everything. This is kind of cheating because there is a screen. I really wanted to document this experience, so this is like my one exception. But yeah, so I'm gonna go about the day. It's already 9:30 and I'm just now leaving the house. I've been pretty lazy lately. I was disciplined for a while. I'm a teacher, specifically a high school PE health teacher, and I coach track and field. During the school year, because right now we're on a break, I was waking up at like 5, working out at 6, and then we would have morning workouts for the track team at 7. So I was on my discipline game. Ever since winter break, I've kind of, let it slip up. Nothing crazy, but I have been waking up around like 8, 9. I think I woke up at 10 one of these days. So, but we got about a week left until we go back. So I'm hoping to get that back under control. Also, this is the first time that I'm taking this camera outside. This is a new camera. And the first thing I did when I walked outside my apartment building was drop it. And it's a beautiful day out too. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, it's cloudy and rainy. What do you mean it's a beautiful day? And the older that I get, like I'm 23 now, the more I appreciate these days. Like there's still a beauty in the storm. I don't plan on recording much of my workout. It's not really my type of content. I don't know, maybe I'll get into it. It's just not something that interests me. There's a whole lot of cool fitness influencers out there. It's not really the realm I'm trying to step in just yet. I don't know, we'll see. Say, arms and shoulders day. Baggy clothes are the way. No vanity here. No, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not struggling, but it is definitely a bit more difficult not listening to anything and just kind of working out here alone. It's actually a pretty nice little lift. It was calm, not a whole lot of people. And don't get me wrong, like the whole field of fitness, exercise, and sport, that's a big part of my life. Like I have my CSCS, for those of you that don't know what that is. It's a certification in strength and conditioning. I coach strength and conditioning. I coach track and field. I was a college track and field athlete, and I still work out regularly. Kind of like a hybrid type of athlete. But as I kind of said earlier, being a fitness influencer per se, I wouldn't call myself an influencer. Like I'm still small time. It just doesn't really appeal to me. Like there's just so many great content creators out there that do that stuff, and there's just a lot more to my life. Like I don't want to kind of dial it down into one area. And I know all the time they say, oh, find your niche, find your niche. My niche is just being me, living life. A lot of my friends have told me, hey, like start making content on that, like days in the life. It's a good niche right there, and you'll probably get a lot of following from that. And I may do a few videos on it. Like I think I have one day in the life of it on my TikTok. That's just not something I want to center all my content around. Like yes, that's an important part of my life. I love my job. I'm fortunate to be in a very fortunate district. We have a lot of great facilities, a lot of great funding and resources, especially for athletics. And all that being said, I may start making days in the life as a high school PE teacher, just because there's not a whole lot of content on it, and I think it'd just be nice for those of you who might be interested in the profession just to see what it's kind of like.
I didn't know that I was starving till I tasted you. Don't need no butter.
So I'm just now leaving the crib. It's 1:40, so a little behind schedule. So check-in for the hotel is at 3, at 3, and we're about an hour away, and we got to get some stuff done right now. I got to go get gas right now, actually, so that's what we're gonna do right now. So this hotel is along Lake Michigan, and then it's also within like a forest preserve type of area. So there's like some cool hiking trails, really quaint beaches. When it comes to the gym, like the workout today, I don't really like typically recording myself when I work out. I don't, you know, call me immature or whatever. You know, some people might say, oh, you care too much about what others think of you. Reality is my gym, it's a community center gym, so it's like a lot of old heads there. I really love this gym. Like I said, I've been going here for 10 years, but it's just not really that type of gym to be recording myself and getting other people's in the, you know, it's a public space, so I'm not really trying to bug these old people. We're just kind of doing our own thing. Quick side note, I don't know about y'all, but I've never been the type of person to fill up my car on the opposite side of where my gas tank is at. I just don't have it within me to haul it over the entire vehicle. But anyway, during the workout, I had said that I like working out in baggy clothes. That's the move for me, and that's kind of something I picked up this year. It really started when I was with one of my close friends. We were just out, and somebody had posed a question to us, you know, what's your type? I'm like, oh, I like modest women. And a few of the people that knew me there, they're like, that's cool, and it was kind of funny coming from you. I'm like, what do you mean by that? And they're like, well, Ubaid, you love to wear tank tops when you work out, and in the summer you take your shirt off every chance you get. You wear really short shorts. So it's a little bit hypocritical of you. I'm not gonna lie, it pissed me off at first, but I'm like, you know what, you're not wrong. You know, that's like somebody saying, hey, my preference is people who don't drink, but I'm somebody who drinks fairly often. I don't, by the way. Pretty much since like September, I've been working out in like hoodies, baggy sweatpants, and it feels great. Like, it helps with the pump. Muscles are a lot warmer. I can't promise that when summer rolls around that I'm not gonna be back out here in, you know, tank tops and short shorts. If you guys wanna see something cool, check this out. Yeah, buddy. 20 minutes north of Chicago. And they say us Americans have no culture. The argument can be made, actually, that this was the original Leaning Tower. Now, of course, it's a false argument, but the argument can nonetheless still be made. So I'm using a digital watch today instead of my usual Apple Watch. And I needed directions for it because I didn't know how to change one of the functions. Can't look it up online, so I'm trying to look for the directions in its original box. And I usually keep all that stuff in my closet, so I'm rummaging through my closet trying to find it. Couldn't find the box to this watch, but I did find my old school yearbooks. So I was looking at my yearbook from 6th grade, which was, I was in 6th grade in 2015, which is crazy to say now. But needless to say, in 6th grade, I didn't have many friends. This is not like a sob story type of thing. I was actually quite at peace at the time, man. Like, I was straight vibing. Like, and a common thing for me to do on my free time was just bike around and go to different parks, hoop, and, you know, see if I see like classmates, maybe I'd hang out with them, but we weren't like tight friends for me to have their contact information or anything. Anyway, there was this one particular day I was at a park and I was just kind of chilling on the bleachers of the baseball field, and these big girls, they were not big girls, but they're older. They're 8th graders, so these were the big kids, right? 4 of them, popular ones too. And so they seen me, and I'm just kind of chilling there, and I seen them walking towards me. I'm like, damn, like, well, what are they gonna do to me now? And real talk, like, they just sat with me and talked to me for like an hour just about like different stuff. Like, I think we were talking about like Minecraft at the time. Mind you, these are like the popular girls too, and they were pretty. I don't really remember their names. I do remember one. Her name was Bianca. Anyway, that really caught me off guard, because for whatever reason I had this crazy amount of skepticism around girls at the time, all the way through high school. Like, anytime like an attractive girl approached me, I'm like, she's definitely on to something. Like, she's not being genuine. But no, those group of girls, they were dope human beings. So I hope their life's going pretty good right now. So we'll wish nothing but good things for them. But that's just something interesting, that memory wouldn't have came about probably if I wasn't in search for the directions for this digital watch that I haven't used at all, because I just only use my Apple Watch, and the only reason that came about is because I'm not using screens today. So, but yeah. Okay, 20 minutes in, I had to backtrack and go back to the crib because I forgot my Quran. I just added 40 minutes to the commute there, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. And no, I'm not gonna be somebody who's gonna be forcing my religious ideologies onto you. Islam is a part of who I am, it's my faith. So if and when I find it necessary to share aspects of it, I will. It's sharing it. I'm never gonna push it out or actively be looking to convert my viewers. But I do plan on making some videos, you know, regarding Islam or just theology in general, because my journey to getting to where I am on the basis of faith, it's been interesting, it's been fun at the same time too. So that will be a part of my channel, yes. So I'm trying to get there off of straight memory, because I can't use Google Maps. And I think I'm good, but man, it's super hard to see out here. So I might get lost here and there, but we will get there. We may get lost, but we'll get where we need to be. So it's definitely not exotic, but it's nice, man. I mean, I got everything I need. I got a microwave and fridge because I did bring some food. Desk, that's perfect. Chair, and a view of Lake Michigan right here. This is solid stuff. So I'm not mad at all about this. I'm super happy. So we're gonna make the most of these next 12, 14, 15 hours. I don't know. I'm not good at math. So let me show y'all why exactly I came out here, okay? It's calm, peaceful, and I'm the only person out here. Now, don't get it twisted, I get it. Lake Michigan, it's not an ocean, but don't ever let these people that come from a different state or a different country, don't let them down talk Lake Michigan, okay? Hear me out. If you can swim across Lake Michigan in one go with no fuel, no food, no fluids, no brakes, then you can talk all the crap you want about Lake Michigan. Until you can do that though, leave Lake Michigan alone, man. It's vast, it's beautiful, it's peaceful. Yeah, it may not be the Pacific Ocean or the Atlantic Ocean, but it's still something, man. And I'm so grateful for it, dude. So grateful for it. But this is true dopamine right here. This is peace. This is serenity. This is exactly what I was looking for. Now, I never quite explained why I'm doing this in the first place. And the truth of the matter is, like, these past 2 months, literally since Thanksgiving break, I would say, my life has just been flooded with thoughts. Not in a negative type of way, but there's just so much coming at me from people, from social media, from different thoughts of what I want to do in this life. I just needed a reset. So on top of being out here by myself, and also being off the screens, off of social media, whatever it be, I don't want to, like, this is the only screen that I care about today, because there's not a whole lot of dopamine, you know, fishes coming after me, fish hooks, I would say. It's just, right now I'm just experiencing life. There's just all this flood of information. It's a blessing and a curse at the same time that we have all this access to all this information, and it gets super overwhelming. It's not even really a burner account, it's just an account where I follow like self-help and self-improvement and like lifestyle type of accounts. You know, getting ideas for stuff and, you know, seeing what type of ventures I want to go out and do about in this short life we have. These are all good stuff. When it's constantly bombarding you and you're getting all these ideas of what you want to do, you start thinking way too ahead in life. Like one of the quotes I came across recently was by Marcus Aurelius from his book Meditations. Anyway, it goes something along the lines of, don't destroy yourself by thinking of your whole life all at once. And that really hit me because that's literally what I've been doing. Like there were a lot of nights these past couple months where I just could not sleep because I'm thinking about all that I should be doing or all that I'm lacking of. Like, I'm doing great relative to where I was last year. I've accomplished a lot of the things that I set out to do that my 2024 self said, hey, these are my goals, I'm gonna do it. And I have done that. But I haven't really taken a chance to kind of appreciate those accomplishments, those goals. That I don't know if you guys have ever climbed a mountain before, but if you have, you realize that you don't just wait to get to the peak to enjoy the view. Like, you'll stop every once in a while for a temporary time just to enjoy the view from where you're at. You don't have to enjoy the view right when you get to the peak of the mountain, because the reality is, every time you get to the top of a mountain, you'll find a new mountain to climb. That's just the way life works. If you're somebody like me who tries to surround yourself with like a lot of positive vibes, a lot of positive content, you know, self-improvement, stoic type of stuff, that's all good, but don't let it flood your brain too much, because it gets to a point where you have all these cool ideas, all this ambition flooding you, and you're like, man, like, I'm not doing enough. Look at all these people, look at all these, you know, content creators whose whole lifestyle, actually, their income is based off of showing you how great they are at staying disciplined. Even if they're good ideas, you know, and good concepts and good knowledge, when you're just constantly consuming, it's overwhelming your brain and your nervous system. And it gets to a point where you're almost like frying your brain, quite literally. Nobody wants to be around when the storm is hitting. And that's why a lot of people aren't prepared for the ups and downs in life, because they only want to be there when the ups are there. But the reality is, life's like a roller coaster, right? Nobody makes a roller coaster that's just straight up the whole time. That's boring, and it just doesn't make any sense. It's gonna have to go down, it's gonna have to go back up, and repeat. And that's what makes life interesting and fun. There's the hotel, by the way, relative to how far it is from the actual lake. I'm not even gonna tell you guys the name of the hotel. Yeah, I'm gatekeeping. But I mean, if you do your research, it's not very hard to find. So those of you who are really ambitious and do want to find this hotel. So we're back in the hotel room. I'm gonna take a shower, but yeah, so once we get a little more situated, then the evening festivities begin. A lot of reading, a lot of writing, just a lot of reflecting. So yeah, it's gonna be fun and super peaceful and literally just enjoying the passage of time right now. So yeah, stay tuned.
Got it stroke after stroke, stroke on the smoke. They tell me to